In the Discord, we share memes, we share stories, we talk about things before they even happen. Such as this thing, I didn't believe this was real. It was shared by R. And as you can see, it was specifically Capcom cancels lecture about Monster Hunter Wilds optimization as devs face threats and harassment. You know, Monster Hunter Wilds, that game that has been panned and has been getting mass downvoted for being so poorly optimized and running like garbage. Yeah, I didn't realize this was real. But no, they actually were planning on doing an entire talk at the CEDEC 2025 conference in Japan about how they optimized Monster Hunter Wilds, but they decided to cancel the talk for fear of harassment and threats and things. They would have covered performance optimization through the lens of Monster Hunter Wilds. The developers would have explored the angles of CPU and GPU load as well as memory usage. And like, here's the deal. I understand making a game period is a remarkable accomplishment. And I'm sure they do have some genuinely interesting things to say about doing that and building it. But I mean, come on, man. Like, come on. It runs like ass. And like, you're going to do a whole talk about optimization? Like, really? It would be like Todd giving a talk on how to make polished video games, you know? Or like Neil Druckmann giving a talk on how to make a non-controversial video game. Like, it's just, no. Maybe they know something about what they're talking about. Sure. But they're the worst messenger for that. You know, it's just not a great idea. You know, it's dumb. It's dumb. That optimization talk would go as well as a marathon stream about stolen assets. Yeah, or that's another example. It would be like, you know, Bungie giving a talk about creative originality or something. Like, it's just not what you want to do. It just is a bad look, and it's pretty obvious. So this was very funny, and I didn't believe it was real until I looked it up myself. But no, it is real. They were actually going to do a talk about this, and they called it off over concerns of harassment and threats to its staff, which obviously do not threaten anybody. Do not do any of that. I don't know if there are actually like concerns over this because it's at like a developer conference. How many like neckbeard, no life losers that were going to threaten you would actually be there? I don't think any, probably. I just think they probably realized that it's a really bad look for your team behind a game that's getting mass downvoted for being poorly optimized. It's a bad look to have them go and give a talk about optimization because it just doesn't make any sense. You know, doesn't make any sense.